finna get back to sports talk with Parlay King 101 TV, where I'm trying to give you exclusive content daily. But we just trying to get a bag every day. Last night, 3 pick came through. Bowling Green, money line first half. I had the over on Colorado, 5.5. And I had Winnipeg, 12-1 Winnipeg Jets, NHL hockey. So we just getting to the bag over here. It's called eliminating trash teams and trying to win. I guess we got to call. Okay, let me go. Okay, let me comment on this election last night, man. I see everybody's got their input on the election, but me, I'm over with dealing with anything politician wise ever. For 8 years, we had Trump in office, which, okay, we survived 4 years of Trump. Police shootings, the rioting in the streets, the COVID-19 pandemic, everything been on this dude watch. And he made some historical speeches like he was totally illiterate. But guess what? He fought back. He lasted out 4 years with Biden in office, which Biden crazy ass was having a fit over there, which going crazy or already was crazy with the age and everything, which is Trump older than Biden, I think. But Kamala Harris come along. Now Kamala Harris is the type of, she's a woman and she approved transgender people to the trainers to be. I am not against LGBTQ, whatever it's called. I am not against that. But Kamala wanted different views on that part, and even the border, which led to Trump having the upper hand, and even states where they said they was gonna vote for to at least rid Trump again, like they did with Biden. The only reason Biden was put in office. Maybe we should have left Trump to get the election after Biden. Then right now he wouldn't be able to be where he at. But that's a whole nother story. It's over with for me. Talking about the election from here on out, I actually feel like it's a few other people that did chose not to go certain routes, but that's on you. We just still got to live in America. So widespread that people say they're going to move from the United States if certain people was elected. But guess what? I guarantee you still going to be in the United States, one of the best countries around. We stuck with sports. So that's number one thing. Take us off of all this nonsense. And we just got to deal with it. So you got to deal with your circumstance, no matter if you was red or blue on the betting or you didn't get out there or whatever. Yesterday, the odds was to put Trump on a parlay. We would have got a bag. But I still hit the 3-pick. Bowling Green money line. Winnipeg Jets money line. And over on the Colorado game, the 3-pick I gave away, soccer. Y'all saw Real Madrid mess it off. But guess what? Liverpool smashed. Manchester City game went over. So I was 2 out of 3 on soccer. Then what else I did? I was 3 out of 4 on the teaser on the NCAA basketball. The only one lost by 1 point, Central Arkansas. I had them somehow, I was getting 37.5 points on a teaser. They lost by 1 point. They lost by 38 points. So guess what? 2 losses yesterday kept me from a sweep. So I still got a bag because my main 3-pick without putting no trash teams on the ticket actually came through. 5 people's in here, so I know y'all should hit the like button if you can. But if not, shit, that's on you. We all in this world. It's a whole new United States where people just say what you want to say, do what you want to do, and hate how you want to hate. If you're in here to get tips, welcome to the show, Parlay King 101 TV. Like I always got to say, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification, and run and tell somebody it's going down. But as I give you this game, I don't give you the specific parlays that I actually win. Because after the show, I'm going to put my parlay up on the thumbnail. But for some reason, I got to record first, go back and edit it and all that once I get off of the live. So we got some soccer champion lead. I'm finna go over soccer. I finally found out what the last thing on the 1-0-1, which is the club. Aston Villa is 3-0. So just me being who I want to go with today, I'm going to take them, take a money line. I'm going down all the sports today and give you my intake of who I like. Munich is exactly the team I like. I like them. No, they done lost 2 games over here, though. So here's the deal with Bayern Munich game today against Beneficial, whatever that team. So whoever Munich is playing today, you can buy it down to 2.5 and take it over. I like that game to go with 2.5 today. I'm getting my paper ready. Let's get on some sports. I talk my politics for 5 minutes, which I'm just going to go day by day in this next 4 years and roll with it, what comes my way daily. It will be obstacles. Believe me, it will be a mess of news coverage, and it will be some talking shit about each other. We need hype in this world, shit. We've been silent like a mug over the last 4 years. Arsenal playing. I mean, the Munich game is probably the only one I want to go with. Barcelona is playing today. So you can buy both of these games down to 2.5 if you get them at a good money line number and take them over. The Barcelona game and the Munich game is the ones I do like today, and I like them over. Two and a half. Now, I like Barcelona to win the game, but they got like money liners out there at minus 450. Hard to kind of change these Champions League game with the 1.5 because all these teams are champions in some league. Let me see if I can see one more. So that's it, really. European. We got another league playing. No, that's just one game over there. So the Mexican League, I'm not going to gamble on all these other leagues. Let me see something real quick. Trying to get back to my other thing I had set up. Here we go. Now, we got some football today, some college football out there, so I'm going to get to this part. Let's go to the NBA real quick, though, since it came up, popped up on the NBA. I like the starting player. Banchero is out for the Magic, so I like Indiana today, money line at home. They'll get the victory money line. So I told you today is about going with the best team, the favorite, putting your ticket in position to win. I like Indiana money line. Now, I might not just say every game, but I'm going with the ones I feel like should get the victory and should have the best opportunity to win. The Pistons and Hornets is actually a boo-boo game, but I have noticed Detroit has been winning a lot of more games, but I'm not going to pick the boo-boo teams, even when they playing against each other. The Warriors and Celtics is a pretty good game. I like over 225, so I like this game for the over. It ain't no possible way that this game should go under unless they kind of like playing for the under. But for some reason, Golden State is in their old ways. They running up and down the field. Court them in, and they 6-1, and Boston is 7-1. So here's what I'm finna do, and this the truth right here. So I'm actually finna put to the side on a teaser bet. So remember, I like Indiana money line, so I'm loving that pick. I think 7 points is too much, but they playing in Boston. If you want to roll with Boston, that's the best pick out this game. But for me, it's something telling me, man, Warriors is 6-1. I done seen the Warriors play the whole year pretty good. I'm loving the Warriors on the teaser bet. See, if y'all don't know about teasing the NBA, you better get up on game. So they done dropped it down to 6. I mean, you can't do nothing but roll with Boston at home. And I think Curry is actually out. So if Curry ain't playing, Golden State on the road in Boston, Boston should get the win money line. So I got to put down Boston money line. That's my final choice. I'm not going to roll against the odds no more and take no underdog pick. I was going to say put Golden State Warriors on the teaser, then put Boston on your money line pick. Then that'll put Warriors up to plus 11.5. But I'm giving away too much game for getting any possible feedback. Nobody don't even say, Parlay King, whatever you've been giving me on these games, here's a little something. I'm not even hearing that. I'm just on here. I'm trying to blow the channel up. The channel is not rising, but guess what? I'm getting it from scratch. It's just like me hustling back in the day in the hood where I go to a spot and it's hellified rolling. I say, okay, I'm finna go over there. I'm finna give me a house over there, give me an apartment, something over there in that area. Then I just start from, if the niggas know over there, they rolling hard than a motherfucker. They got that bitch rolling no matter dimes, 50, 100 pieces or whatever, they outside. But me, I'm just peeping it out. I'm in the area. As soon as I see something go down where I got my opportunity to get custos to come down there and fuck with me, I'm serving them. Next thing you know, they whole situation go down, my spots get to rolling. So do you see where I'm headed with this conversation? All these subscribers you see, Parlay King 101, God, I'm just doing it from the grind. I'm not doing it to get on anybody's platform, anybody's scenario and just say, okay, go subscribe to Parlay King 101 TV. I know how to grind. That's why I said the whole time, if you've been dealing with me, I've been saying it's about getting money through the storm. That way, when it all floats and start picking up, you're going to get to eating like that. Plus, you still getting the money. So that's the old way of hustling if you didn't know that part. That's why you jumped off, because I'm telling you some true game. But on that note, back to the picks. The Knicks is next. The Knicks is the best team out of this Atlanta Hawks game. But the Knicks 3-3, so the Hawks done played 8 games. Me personally, I would actually take the New York Knicks money line. So right now I got 2 home teams and 1 road team because, hey, Knicks is favored by 7 points. I'm willing to take the New York Knicks in this game against the Atlanta Hawks. Let me see real quick. Now, Popovich is out, man. They playing the Rockets. Somehow the Spurs and the Rockets steady playing. Popovich is hurt or something. He's out for injuries. Spurs plus 6.5. But I'm going to show you a prompt in this game that I do like. I like Chris Paul. He actually been getting his totals on rebounds and assists. So I predict the only thing out of this game that I do like, Chris Paul to get rebound and assist to go over. Whatever the rebound and assist you see combo, take Chris Paul over. He just a one-man show out there. For some reason, Chris Paul be getting his rebounds in. Live reaction, live updates, live preview show with Parlay King 101 early morning edition. Going over the NBA, Cleveland Cavaliers and the New Orleans Pelicans. Cleveland's 8-0. This might be one of my locks of the day to take Cleveland money line. Appreciate the ones who tapping in. When you come in, you don't have to hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. That's the number one thing I want you to hit. Now, the Grizzlies and Lakers, I'm going to stay away from this game because I like both of these teams. Now, I like the Lakers because I always been a Lakers fan. And then with me dealing with Lakers playing Grizzlies because Morant is back on a vengeance, he's playing pretty good. Now, I don't know what LeBron is doing with the team. LeBron is over there thinking, okay, let's get out there. Let's play. but I still want to coach my son. But he put his son out there. His son is trash. I would love for him to put his son out there to play today against Morant. Morant will school Bronny in all type of ways, but we got a chance with AD in this game getting his points or rebounds. So the best bet out this Lakers and Grizzly game would be taking AD for the over. That's how the game go. The Mavericks against the Bulls. Now I like the Mavericks money line in this game. It's a high money line. So this is the first chance I'm getting. I'm taking the Mavericks first half money line. But they playing the Chicago Bulls. Chicago Bulls 3-4. But I think the Mavericks will come out and cover at the half. So I'm just writing that down. Dallas. Now, if you sticking with me, if you listening to the show, I mean, I don't know if the likes or the whatever going up, but if you listening to the show and you actually seeing me just naming nothing but the favorite team over the trash team, that's the new format. So you just discovered how the format should go. No matter if you listen to me or listen to any other handy, always pick the favorite. That's the whole plan to doing this. The Thunder's playing the Nuggets. That's the next one on the clock. It opened at 3.5, now it done went up to 7. So somebody must be hurt for the Denver Nuggets. Now I'm finna show you one player on the Nuggets that do get his points. His name is Brom. I can't pronounce it right. He's the shooting guard for the Denver Nuggets. I think he gets his points. They put him down at about 11 or 12. He do go over. But today we're gonna stay away from this game. I mean, y'all can choose to play it. Thunders are up by 7, but they playing on the road, so it's a tricky game. It's one of them games where you can't say either team is trash. The Nuggets just started out kind of bad, but I still think the Thunder should come out with the victory. They 7-0. So what's the use of going with the Nuggets when they got the Thunder 7-0? So who got the best bet? Who got the best chance to win? I'm stick away from it. But here's a game, the last one that I might go with. The Suns money line. I love them at home against the Heat. The Heat is one of the worstest team. I told you I do not gamble on Jimmy Butler game. This might be a scenario where Jimmy Butler come out and say, okay, you don't gamble on me, but I'm finna mess off your ticket. But I like Phoenix Suns in this game. Now, if you paying attention, I just gave you 6 games. I wrote down my 6 games. Phoenix should get the victory. We still got some more games to look at in NBA. The Kings and the Raptors. I like the Kings at home. They should get the victory. They just like the Mavericks. It's 11 points favored. So they should be up by halftime. So I like the Kings money line. But I'm finna give you one more name in this game. His name is Dick. Play for Toronto Raptors. He's pretty good. He been scoring. I've been watching him for the last 3 games, and he's a scorer. He probably one of their #1 player. Look at the record on Toronto Raptors, but he gets his points. Now, the Clippers and Suns, I'm going to stay 76ers. I'm staying away from this game. The Clippers don't got nothing, and the 76ers don't got nothing. Embiid is actually a player that don't want to play. For some reason, I think he want to go and play in Europe or something because he's fed up with playing in the United States. He's out of there. He already talked bad like the United States wasn't going to win the Olympics. But they won it. He was super mad then. But on to the next sports. We're going to NCAA football. That's what I'm telling you, man. I don't complain about people not coming in, tapping into the show, hitting the subscribe button. Believe me, I'm always getting the bag. I'm always going to be winning. I'm always trying to pull off something to eat daily. Because that's what it's about. We're in a world where we do got to eat. Now, Ohio is 20 points favored over Kent State. I think Ohio going to cover that 20 points. Kent State is 0-8. So the only bet out this whole game that I would like would take, shit. Kent State, they 0-8. They sorry. Ohio 5-3. Now, I'm not getting out there on this game today, so I'm just letting you know. But I'm giving my input on the game. I would take Ohio, and maybe first half over the -10. If you can buy it down to -7, you got action. So they should be up by a touchdown at half time. So Ohio by -7 at first half. I'm writing it down. I change up my picks every once in a while, and I do go for certain teams. Now, if y'all don't say, man, if somebody can challenge me and say I don't give out good picks daily, and show me writing my picks down and come back and say, Parlay King, boy, your picks are trash. They suck. Hey, I get off this YouTube. I'll stop even getting on anything, coming on daily with 30 minutes of raw, uncut talk about sports wagering. North Illinois is playing Western Michigan. 5-3 against 4-4. The over and under is 52.5. This is a game I'm going to stay away from. So that's officially it for, I gave you soccer. I just gave you NBA. I just went over the football game. We're going to stay on a little longer because we do got college basketball now. But I'm finna go through hockey real quick. I think my lock coming up on hockey. The Predators, I like Washington Capitals. They playing at home. They the better team out of this. I like the Washington Capitals. And you can probably reverse it, take the +1.5 in Washington, but you can put it on the 3 or 4 pick. It will pay you some money, but it will have you action to win. And you can get out there and take a money line. Yeah, I'm looking at a lot of stuff. Yeah, I do got that. Yeah, I like the Capitals. I already had them written down, so I already got it. It's one more game out this NHL slate. I'm staying away from that Red Wings and Blackhawks game. Both of them are trash. The Golden Knights, you know what that is. That's the Las Vegas Knights. They are actually playing the Edmonton Oilers. I like this game. If you buy it down to 5.5, it should be another game that go over. But Vegas on the road. But no matter what, I think Vegas still will come out. Their goalie will give up a lot of runs. Goals them in, and Vegas should score. So the best bet probably would stay away from hockey today besides Washington Capitol. But I'm not going to always shy away from taking the favorite no matter what with the over by buying it down to 5.5. Vegas and Edmonton. It should go over. I got that written down. So let's go on and go to the NCAA basketball so I can get out of here. I'm at the 30-minute mark and too many people tapping in. So it ain't too much on me to chat about if you ain't coming in asking questions about certain things you want to know. I think I'm going to put a different title up about this show. NCAA basketball we on now. I don't see too much of nothing floating. Ruggers favored by 19.5, 17. Sometimes, man, you got to take these heavyweight favorite teams, no matter what. You'll see how it play out. But you got to look at the totals. It's at 129. That show that Ruggers ain't no high-scoring teams. Wagner usually be a team that's down the line. You'll see Wagner sticking around. Now, Vegas, no, not Vegas. Virginia and Campbell is playing. Now, Campbell getting +17. I know for a fact Campbell they score a lot of points. They got the team total over, the game over at 128.5. That's because if you've been knowing about college basketball, you've been knowing Virginia got a coach that do not like passing. If they didn't have a 30-second clock, he would hold the ball the whole half and just take one shot. And Campbell scores 70 to 80 points. So I don't go with underdogs, but I truly think Campbell would cover this plus 17 on a nice teaser bet, because you would get extra 4.5 points, and you would get up to 21.5 points with this pick. And Campbell should come out and cover that. Villanova meant 17 points over a Harvard team, or Ivy League team. I don't like Villanova, man. They don't cover their spreads. I'm staying away from the Big East. Connecticut, I'm staying away from them. #1 team. I think they was #1. I don't see no ranking on their ass. But they 35.5 point favorite. I'm staying away from them. Campbell might be the only one I'm looking at today in basketball. It ain't even no spreads out here on all the other games. High Point going against Coppin State, which both of these teams, see, High Point is 21 point favorite. Coppin State made the championship one year. I don't see High Point beating them by no 25.5 points, and now one of them is ranked. Lehigh pretty good. Georgetown, you know, they suck. But I'm not dealing with none of this. So I'm giving it a week or two before I just really get intense on college basketball, but it is some playing. Notre Dame is favored by 27 against Stonehill. Appalachian State messed my money out the other day. See, I didn't mention that, but they did. And they actually probably favored. They 0-1. Y'all see that 0-1 right there. Georgia Tech, West Georgia. They should smash West Georgia. I ain't never heard of West Georgia. I think Georgia Tech should cover the spread. It's 24-2, because I ain't never heard of no West Georgia, man. I done heard of Georgia Tech, Georgia State, Georgia Southern, University of Georgia. But me heard of some West Georgia, I ain't never heard of that shit. Minnesota against Oral Roberts. Oral Roberts pretty good, so that's going to be a well-played game. LSU against Louisiana Monroe. They putting these high spreads on these sorry team. LSU, when they had Ben Simmons, they used to mess me out of all my money. So I'm staying away from today. I don't see nothing out there. Vermont shoot trays. That's all they'll post up around the three-point line and shoot. And they getting 17 points. And Auburn is actually ranked, them and Arkansas. So at the end of the day, let me put this up a little bit so y'all can see. So at the end of the day, shit, it's some hellified underdog teams that these favorites are playing. So I'm actually not coming too much on college basketball. And that basically wrapping it up. And let me see. Let me go over the NFL real quick. I'm already on Wednesday. Y'all know I do give NFL picks, like a little preview. So let me go over the NFL real quick from my perspective. So tomorrow we got the Ravens and Bengals. I love the Ravens on that. So that should be a good game for me to get some money. Ravens in the touchdown for Henry tomorrow is in effect. Let me see. The Giants and Panthers. Stay away from that game, but you got to go with the Giants. I'm just not fading the Charlotte, Carolina Panthers for nothing. They trash. But the Bills and the Colts, I like the Bills in this game to go on the road to win money line. The Vikings and the Jaguars, I like Vikings in this game, money line. Steelers and the Commanders finna be a pretty good game. So I can't give you who I like today. I like Steelers plus 5.5 or something like that. So that's me chancing it, going with the teams that might not win. But guess what? It's NFL Sunday coming up, and that's when players are made. The Falcons against the Saints. You know I'm not going with the Saints. They just fired their coach. The Falcons should have a good, easy win, money line win. The Broncos, that's the team. They so garbage. They playing the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm going with Kansas City no matter what. Now, Kansas City got action to go 17-0. They playing the Broncos. Now, if y'all know Sunday, the Broncos were killed in my 7-pick teaser. They killed a 4-pick. The Broncos killed a few parlays. It ain't no possible way I'm going to take the Broncos on any front. I'm going against the Broncos Sunday, period. So the Broncos just got to kill me, and I'm going to really rub it in because I'm going with that minus 380. I'm just going to have to put more so I can just know that the Broncos are going to lose the game, period. They got smashed by the Ravens last Sunday. They got smashed Sunday by the Ravens. It ain't no possible way I would put the Broncos near my ticket. That spread shit, people say, well, they cover the spread. Nigga, I'm not taking the Broncos on nothing. 49ers and the Bucks. I like the 49ers in this game. Money line. It's going to be a good day Sunday for me. The Bears and the Patriots. The Bears at home playing the 2-7 Patriots. Man, we finna get some money this weekend. The Titans and the Chargers. Chargers at home playing the sorry Titans. Yeah, it's going down. The Cowboys and the Eagles. Cowboys playing on the road, but guess what? The Eagles are going to come in and beat the shit out the Cowboys. Yeah, I'm a Cowboy fan, but I'm calling it. They had it actually 1.5 when it... No, it was at 1.5 when it opened. Look at that. It opened at 1.5. It done jumped all the way up to 7, all because Dak Prescott ain't playing. CD Lamb might not be playing. Defenders ain't playing. Eagles going to smash them, embarrass them. The Jets and the Cardinals. Look at this. They got the Jets favored by 3 points when it opened. Now it's down to -1. Now the Cardinals is one of the sleeper teams no matter what. Now that's a team that you might can take on a teaser or something. But the Cardinals is going to play hard at home. Now everybody thinking the Jets got this because they got Aaron Rodgers and they finna come back and just change their season over. Rude awakening coming Sunday. The Lions and the Texans. I'm taking the Detroit I'm in. Now, Houston Texan fans, guess what? It's time for y'all to experience what the Dallas Cowboys experience. No possible way in life. I told y'all again, if you've been following me, Houston Texans would never, ever go to the Super Bowl. They would never, ever bring a Super Bowl championship to Texas. The only team in Texas holding it down and always ever held it down in sports franchise dealing with football has been the Dallas Cowboys. No matter what, we maybe done lost games, but we still got 5 Super Bowls after winning for 30 years. That show that we've been holding it down in Texas, period. Out of every franchise in the world, they going to talk about the Dallas Cowboys. If you hate them or love them, you always going to mention the Dallas Cowboys. And the Houston Texans, in Houston is the only city where you're going to find some people having faith that the Texans can win any possible playoffs game. Besides that, win a Super Bowl. They best bet one year they were supposed to meet the Cowboys in the Super Bowl. They had Warren Moon. The Texans up 35-3 at halftime and lose no, it wasn't even the Texans, it was the Houston Oilers at the time. Warren Moon quarterback. The Oilers lose the game after halftime in the AFC Championship game. They up 35-3. I watched it. I laughed. Dallas already had the Super Bowl sold up. We think it's going to be an all-Texas Super Bowl. They gave away 5 touchdowns to lose 38-35. The Janks of Earl Campbell, Bud Phillips, and all of the ex-Houston Oilers is still floating around the Texans now. Because they play right next to the Astrodome. Yeah, I had to get that out. Excuse that. H-Town, I love you still. LA Rams and the Miami Dolphins. I don't like this game. The Dolphins 2-6. Tua is back. But their season is over with. The Rams got all their players back. You got to roll with the Rams on this game. So that's it. On that note, it's a wrap-up show. Go back and figure out what you want to roll with. There's some money out there today. Good 3-pick in effect. That's all I'm going to play. Now, if you want action on my picks, man, go to the Discord. I'm dropping it on both Discords today. Breadwinners and Parlay King exclusive picks. And if you ain't got on Parlay King exclusive picks, get in my DM, PARLAYKING101 on IG. I'll give you the Discord channel. I give you the channel for the Breadwinners channel. It goes down in either one of them. Everybody is trying to get a bag off this sports wagering. We just had an election last night. Y'all saw how the election went. So it's all about getting money. Get in place to get you some money. That's what's coming up because, hey, nobody cares about nobody in this world, but you got to make best of where you at and how you getting it. On that note, I'm out. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification. PARLAYKING101TV.